How's it going, everybody? It's Charlie and welcome back to the Chatting Leeds YouTube channel. It's time for your Arsenal match review. Obviously Leeds 0, Arsenal 1. A game in which I've seen people say, how have we not won that? But how have we not at least come away with a point there? I do not know. Thought we were the better team by a country mile, especially in the second half. But you make silly mistakes and you get punished, which we did in that first half, but we'll get into that in just a second. As always though, guys, before I get into it, smash that like button, please subscribe, share all of your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below, and let's get into the review then. So, obviously first half was disrupted. About 3 minutes in, there was a weird power cut, something to do with the technical side of things. I think it was an issue with VAR where due to a power cut at Elland Road, it caused a lot of issues in the technical area, which obviously they couldn't continue until that was sorted, so they had to suspend the game for about 20 minutes or so, 20 minutes, half an hour, before they kicked back off. But once we kicked back off, I thought the first half was very even, I'll be honest. I thought Arsenal, passed the ball around very well, but they weren't creating a lot of clear-cut chances, which was good from a Leeds United perspective. We were defending fairly well. Leeds were creating stuff themselves, but again, the amount of times we were getting into very good areas in the Arsenal box, and we were just unable to do anything. The build-up play and everything up until the final third was brilliant. But then we'd get there, and whether it be Harrison, whether it be Aronson, Rodrigo, they just didn't look like they had a clue when they were going forward. The only player in the first half who was direct and who really wanted to run at players was Sinistera. Again, it feels like another Rafinha sort of scenario where give the ball to him and just see what he can do. And there was a lot of fans near me in the South Stand who were becoming very frustrated, because it'd be go on, go on, go on, and then that was the atmosphere. It was a very weird atmosphere that first half. Thought the Arsenal fans were quite vocal, especially when Saka scored, and let's just get into that because I thought Rodrigo was actually having a really good half. He was the link-up play was really good. His passing was good. He was unlucky in certain scenarios, but that pass, what is he thinking? What is he actually thinking? All he has to do, he receives it from, I believe it's Christensen on our right-hand side. All he has to do is potentially just lay it back to him, and then Christensen can play the ball upfield. But instead, I saw him look before, and obviously I don't think he meant it to turn out how it did, obviously. But the pass was so bad. I get it. You try to do something different. You try to switch the play. But my word, what an idiot. Gifts it to him. They latch onto it. They play a ball up to Saka. It's quite an unusual angle, but he fires it home, and it's 1-0 Arsenal. And look at that point, Rodrigo's head just completely went. You could tell afterwards he was very, I think he's a very much a confidence-based player, kind of like Jack Harrison in a way. But Rodrigo's head completely went. You could tell, loose balls, he was getting tackled easily, and you could tell his whole performance just changed after that. And listen, like I said, I thought the first half was very even. I thought Arsenal looked very threatening on the attack. Thought Rasmus Christensen, though, I thought he dealt perfectly with Martinelli today. perfectly with him. He didn't really give him anything. Thought Sinistera ran Ben White ragged throughout the whole game, which is a huge positive to take as well. Thought the midfield was good. At points it was kind of easy to play through it, but I think you get that with how Leeds play and how we press. So yeah, look, at half time it was 1-0 to them, and you're thinking, yeah, we've played well in that first half, but again we make silly mistakes week in, week out, and another one has cost a goal there. And I did think to bring Bamford on was the right change. Quite a bold statement from Marsh, really, to take Rodrigo off at half time after that. I bet he was very frustrated with how they managed to score that. I don't care who you're playing. If the team is going to score, you make them work for it, and we gifted them that goal. And yeah, moving on into the second half, we bring Bamford on. We're a different team when he's on the pitch, in my opinion. The pressing was just more intense. It was lively. Then obviously Bamford scores within a few moments of the second half, and it's ruled out for a slight shove on Gabriel. Now I've got mates who are Arsenal fans, and I've asked them after the game, like, should that have been ruled out? And they were saying obviously they understand why it was given, but it was soft. I've not seen it back yet at the time of doing this. I may feel differently after I've seen it. But yeah, obviously, even though that got ruled out, you're thinking, right, it's positive, we're in the faces, we've had the ball in the net, let's go again. And again, the Arsenal, I think I remember one kind of half shot they had on target from Odegaard in the second half. That's probably all they did in that second half. We limited them very well. Like they didn't really get a sniff in that second half, if I'm honest. We were at them. Sinistera and Aronson on that left-hand side were linking up very well. Pascal played well as well. I thought everyone was really good in that second half, even Cooper, who I've had certain opinions of, but I thought he was good. I thought he was solid, and obviously we get the penalty. In fact, actually, just before we get the penalty, Bamford, I was thinking, how many chances is this guy going to get before he scores? He has one where he hits straight at the keeper, one that I think he tried to take it round Ramsdale, but he failed. I was thinking, come on, Paddy. Like, come on. Like, how many more chances are you going to get, mate? And then we get the penalty for the handball. Now, I don't know why, and you might say, oh, of course you'll say that, but I knew he was going to miss that penalty. I just had a feeling. I didn't even celebrate it when it were given, because I knew it'd be him that'd take it. And I thought, he's recently injured, he's just come on at half time, and I just had a feeling. But I'm sorry, with a penalty, you at least get it on target. If he saves it, he saves it. It is what it is. How you cannot at least get a shot on target from a dead ball 12 yards, I do not know. It was a shocking penalty. Apart from the penalty, though, I did think Bamford was good, but then, there was people around me saying, he's done, and I was kind of thinking it and saying it as well, but then in hindsight, when you think about it, he ain't done, because he actually had a good game. He just missed a penalty. And look, it's unfortunate, and I thought the ref was a bit poor in the second half, but again, I ain't blaming it on ref. Arsenal even started to time waste towards the end. That's when you know that they were rattled in that second half, because we were at them. The Arsenal fans, when the full-time whistle went, the Arsenal fans, they were limbs like they'd just scored. There were people jumping on top of each other in that away end when the full-time whistle went, because they knew that they had got away with murder there. That was not a good Arsenal performance. I don't care what any Arsenal fan says. It wasn't a good performance from them. They were decent in the first half, as were Leeds. It was very even. The second half, we absolutely bossed it. But again, it's a results business. You don't get judged on performances, you get judged on results. It's a second defeat in a row. We're not getting hammered, which there's people saying that defensively Leeds are poor. I've said it, but then when you think about it, if you take Brentford out, we're not conceding that many. We're not getting battered. We're actually in games, which is why I'm feeling fairly positive, as positive as you can be after a defeat. I think if Bamford's goal at the beginning of the second half counts, I think we could have gone on and won that game genuinely. But it's fine margins. Arsenal win. They had a chance and they took it. Fair play to them. And yeah, look, I'll do a player ratings video tomorrow, where I'll probably speak about individual performances. But overall, I thought there was a lot of positives to take from that game today. Arsenal are top of the league at the minute, and we made them look average in that second half, which is a huge positive. We've got Leicester on Thursday. If we play like that against Leicester, the form they're in at the minute, they've not got James Maddison playing. We should be beating them. Then we've got Fulham next week, which again, at Elland Road, you need to be beating Fulham for me. So, look, plenty of positives to take. As for content over the next few days, obviously because of Thursday's game, there'll be content pretty much most nights this week. Obviously, tomorrow I said I will do a player ratings. I will be uploading a vlog from today's game tomorrow as well, so make sure that you check that out. And then there'll be the usual predicted 11, previews, reviews, all that jazz. So keep it locked at Chatting Leeds. If you've enjoyed this video, smash that like button, please subscribe, share all of your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.